Nice to meet you. For some strange reason, I'm drawn to you. Will you take me away from here so we can fly high away?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is specifically for those who are lazy naturals like me, for the laziest natural who doesn't like to style their hair, who doesn't like to braid, who probably cannot braid. This video is for you, girl. Her Given Hair has released pre-braided, pre-styled units that are so gorgeous and that look really natural and that are going to really mimic our natural hair texture. This is what the unit looks like on the mannequin head. It's already in a ponytail for you. It's already braided, has the accent jury, and y'all, the curls are so beautiful right out of the package. I did not have to define, wash, anything, came just like this. Now, I always like to try my unit on before actually beginning the installation process, and y'all, what I discovered is that there was an elastic band already pre-installed as well, which is so cool. So for those who don't want to do the got-to-be glue, who don't want to do all the extra stuff that you're going to see me do because that's just what I do, then that's going to be great for you. This unit also comes shaped and everything, so you're not going to have to cut it. You're not going to have to pluck or tweeze the hairline because that's also done for you, and it's done very nicely. I always like how they pluck their hairlines. I never have to do any extra work. And what I also discovered is that on the inside, they had already, I don't know if it was foundation, I have no idea, but the lace that was used, it had a good base under, so I didn't even have to use the Sally Hansen that I typically use. So right now I'm just trying the unit on, and guys, it looks good. If you wanted to wear a stocking cap, you could, but I don't like that you can see the stocking cap peeking out. You see how that little line still shows? We need to fix that. If you want it to look super natural, then I decided to maybe try taking it off, and you could do that. That would be a great option for those who don't want to do the extra step, but I'm going to do the ball cap method. Also on the sides, if you wanted to, you could just pull it behind your ear and you'd be good to go. Now starting the ball cap method, I am going to start by slicking my edges down using the Gossipy glue in the black bottle. And again, all of these extra steps are optional. Y'all saw that it looked great without doing all this. But I'm going to show you all, if you wanted to take the extra step, make it look super natural, this is what you can do. So now that I have my stocking cap pulled down, I'm going to grab my Gossipy glue freeze spray and I'm going to spray that over the entire hairline, and then I'm going to blow dry it on heat. Usually I use the cool setting a great deal. That's for the next step. But this step, you're going to use heat. So by your ears, you want to cut into those, cut a little hole, and then wrap that area around your ears. And that's going to allow you to get the area that's closest to your ear to lay flat. You would then proceed to add more of the freeze spray in that area, dry it, and then you're ready to cut. Once it's completely dried, then cut. Don't do so before that, or it's gonna be null and void. What was the point of the process? So now you're gonna cut around and try to get as close to your hairline. Now, as you all can see, my hairline is not your standard hairline. I have all these grooves and peaks and things like that, but those who have a more round hairline, this process is going to be so much easier for you. So after cutting away the stocking cap as much as I could, you can see it's really square and boxy. I put the unit on to kind of test it out, and y'all, you can still see the cap, but don't worry, we can fix that. Just spray some water in the area where you want to cut away. Don't just peel it back because you could damage your edges. You want to spray water and then just peel it back some, cut away the excess, and then you'll be good. So you want it to kind of be rounded along your hairline. This is for the low hairline girls, but if you have a naturally round hairline, then you should be okay. Yours is not going to look like mine, and you won't have to use this tip. So now that I've completed both sides, I'm going to try the unit on again, and it's going to look so much better. The unit lays really flat and it's secure on my head, so you could stop here if you wanted to. just put it behind your ear or just do some baby hair if you wanted to, and you'd be good. But I'm going to use the Gossipy glue in the yellow bottle in order to secure it down. This is my go-to. And for those who are concerned about your edges, it does remove easily with water. Just spritz water on the front hairline when you're ready to remove it, and it's going to come off. So now that I've taken some of the preliminary steps, I'm going to begin to cut the baby hair. You don't have to do baby hair either. That's just something that I like, especially for curly texture hair. I feel like baby hair just looks so cute. But if you're someone who's a wig wearer and you want it to look like it grew out of your scalp, add some foundation in the area where the start of the lace is. Begin cutting away some baby hair. I like to use a Sebastian shaper in order to mold my baby hair. I try not to use the Gossipy glue because it's so sticky and it just, I don't know. I don't really care for the look with that. And then I proceed to go in with some loose finishing powder, and I'm going to go over that area. I'm going to also go in the parting area. It's just going to create a more realistic look. After completing this process, you're pretty much finished. I wanted to make the ponytail area look a bit fluffier and bigger, so I just back combed that area just to create more of a puffier look. So now on to makeup. I've been getting so many requests about my makeup, and I said, let me infuse it into this video. So I start with Stay Matte Primer, and this is by Rimmel London. I'm going to walk you all through all of the steps this time. I tried somewhat of a new technique. I'm using Black Radiance foundation stick, and I love their foundation sticks. They're so awesome. So I'm going to work with the foundation to help contour my face first. I have gotten a bit darker, so I wanted to try a different method to make sure that my face looked more contoured and also worked with my skin tone that I have going on now after getting a tan. So I'm just filling in the areas that I did not fill it in with the Cocoa Bean foundation stick with Cashmere. In the past, I just used Cashmere all over my face and then use a different method to contour, but I really liked how this method turned out. Once I have that all placed on my face, I'm going to grab my Real Technique buffing brush. And guys, this is such a great tip for getting an airbrush finish. Get you a really nice buffing brush. The Real Technique buffing brush is such a great affordable option, but if you're looking for something else, another option would be the Hourglass buffing brush. I believe it's in Sephora. That's a good option. It has two sides to it, so it will really get in and do a great job. But if you don't want to spend the extra coin, then go for the Real Technique one. I believe I found mine in Walgreens. So as you can see, this method is already creating a contoured look even without having applied concealer yet. The other day, I actually used this method and I didn't use concealer, and I was like, wow, this looks good, but I am going to use concealer today. The concealer that I'm going to use is by LA Pro, and I'm using the shade Toffee. While I don't mind this tan because I love it and it looks really good on me, I am having to switch up my makeup a bit because of it, but no worries, we're gonna make it work. So after placing the concealer under my eyes, I go in with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I'm just gonna blend everything out. And this step is so important, so take your time, don't rush the process, just keep blending, blending, blending. This is gonna help you have a really flawless finish at the end. So after I do my eyes, I also like to go under the area where I contoured a bit, right under where my cheekbone is, and that's gonna make it look really sculpted and it's gonna make it pop. So I'm just gonna blend some more under my eyes, and then after I've done that, I'm gonna go under my nose, right above my lip, and then I'm gonna go on the other side of my cheekbone. But don't stop there, do your nose and also your forehead. In the past, I used to skip this step, and I feel like my makeup looks so much better and it pops so much more. Contouring your face in this manner where you've highlighted the T-zone areas and just the areas where the sunlight is gonna hit, it's gonna make your face also look slimmer. So if you wanna look like maybe you've been working out at the gym, try some contouring. So after you've done this, you need to set it with the finishing powder. I'm using the Soft Velvet black opal finishing powder, and I believe the shade is neutral light. So I'm going in with that, and I'm putting it in all the areas where I've highlighted, and I'm also adding it to my cheekbones this time. I typically don't do that, but what I've noticed is I have dry to oily skin, and in those areas where I don't put the powder, I tend to get a little oily in those areas. So it's a good idea to also add powder to that area as well. So now to deepen our cheekbone some more, because we want to look super slim, I'm adding Black Radiance Contour Kit, and I'm using the Sculpt part of the kit, and I'm just going in a little bit more, and I'm not doing it really heavy or anything, and I'm just adding it to the areas where I want it to look a bit deeper. So now I'm going to add some blush, and I'm using the Blush Neutrals 26 color blush palette, and this is by BH Cosmetics. It's also very affordable, and I just love the colors that I use. So you want to kind of glide it across your cheekbones. Also smile and place it on the apples of your cheeks. I also put it on my forehead and my nose, and sometimes on my chin, just to add a bit more color and definition. After doing this, I'm going to add a highlighter to give me more glow on my cheekbones, and this one is the signature It's My Ray Ray palette from BH Cosmetics. I love it so much. It's awesome. It comes with eyeshadows and highlighters. I believe this palette is currently discontinued, but you can find it on eBay and also Amazon from different sellers. So I'm just going to add it to my nose, also my forehead, wherever I want the sun to really just bless me. I'm putting it in those areas. And now we're going to move on to brows. Taking a spoolie, I'm just going to brush up. And what I like to do is use this e.l.f. brightening pencil. I like to use it on the ends of my brows, and this pencil is in color black. I wouldn't recommend that you use black across all of your eyebrows because I just don't think it looks very natural. After doing this, I'm going to take a Jordana pencil in color brown black, just so it's more natural, and I'm going to do that near the start of my brows. And I'm not going to use really heavy strokes. I'm using light strokes in that area, following it up with my spoolie to blend, and then I'm pretty much finished. Well, adding color to my brows, that is. So now to refine the look, I'm going to take a concealer in color Warm Honey, and I'm using that under my brows, and I'm going to put it all under the area below my brows. And then I take the excess that's left on the brush after I've completed this process, and I'm going to sweep that across the top and also around the ends of my brows. And for those who are wondering, I do have a very detailed tutorial on my brows, and I will link that in the cards above, so be sure to check that out if you feel you need a more detailed tutorial. So now I've added the concealer to my eyelids, and this is going to help to create a really nice canvas for my eyeshadow. The eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is from Juvia's Place. I'm using the Masquerade palette, which is very pigmented and great for darker skin tones. So I'm just using the brown color in the palette, and then I'm going to follow it up with my BH Cosmetics eyeshadow kit from It's My Ray Ray, and I'm using the purple plum color. And I'm just going over my eyelids with that, and then in the contour area or in the crease of my eyes, I'm taking that deep forest green. And I feel like adding a darker color in the crease just really helps enhance your eyeshadow look. I'm also adding some to the lower lid as well. I haven't been doing that for a while, but I love the way it turned out, and I'm using the purple color from the It's My Ray Ray in that area. Then I proceed to use my H2O Wet n Wild liquid liner to line my top eyelid. I don't do the bottom line anymore. And then I'm going to add some lashes. And I like to do a wing liner look, but you can do your standard straight line across if that's what you desire. The lashes that I'm going to be using, and these are my favorite, they're Cocoa Lashes in style Venus. They're so beautiful, and I feel like they make your eyes stand out so much more. Okay guys, I promise we're almost done. This is another step that I like to take, but you don't have to. It's adding some shimmer in the inner tear ducts, and it just makes you look more awake. Now for the lips, I know y'all been waiting for this. Whenever y'all see me with a dark lip, it's most likely Nicka K in color Giunja Chocolate, but this time I also decided to use Elderberry, and it's such a really nice plum color. And I also decided to line my lips with the Jordana pencil I showed you all earlier, and it turned out so stunning. After completing my lips, I like to go in with my buffing brush and buff away the powder that was used, and this is just to reduce my laugh lines. Another tip to clean up around your lipstick is to use your foundation with like an angled brush or small brush that you have, and just clean up that area. And we're all finished with our makeup. Our hair install turned out so nicely. This Nubian Goddess curly lace front unit from Her Given Hair is so bomb. It is so versatile and it's so easy. The fact that you can have a style this fly already created for you, all you have to do is install the unit. It just takes out all the hassle. It's foolproof, y'all. Also, these pre-braided units are only $10 more than the regular units. If you want to do some additional styles, you can do that. So I was able to build upon the style, adding a bun at the top. And then after I completed this style, I'm going to also show you all a high puff. Now, this isn't a 360, but there are some baby hair in the back. You can just take out some tussle curls on the side, add a ponytail holder to the top, and you're gonna have a really nice puff. If you're not too confident wearing your hair like this, then you can add a scarf, which I'm gonna show you all in a moment. I hope that you all enjoyed this twofer. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check the description box for the link to this unit. All the specifications and details will be down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
What?